Hey guys, welcome back to Champions Concessions. I'm Michael Derrick, and I'm here with Lisa and Josh, and we're going to continue the conversation that we had last week, where we were talking about Graceland and kind of the struggles that as special needs parents, we go through, and the joys. And so, guys, thank you for joining us, and we're going to get back to our conversation. That's kind of what makes it hard for most families. If you don't have that strong faith, and even people in the church that go down this path, a lot of times they can't because they don't hold on to their faith.
Right.
They see the obstacle, and
they sit in the valley. They don't look at the little milestones that take them up the hill.
Right, and that's the thing. You've got to look at it one day at a time, because when you guys look at Graceland, do you see all of the struggles, or do you see that beautiful smiling face?
There's days I look at the struggles, but I mean, honestly, like...
Well, that's being honest.
We see the whole picture, in all honesty, because the struggles are definitely forthright and just right there, but we also see the successes too. Where has she been able to accomplish? Where has she gone from, that we were being told that she would never be able to do?
Right.
And every birthday, we just sit there, it's like, all right, we make it big, we make it proud, because it's like, you know what, the doctor said at this point she'll be here, and look, she proved them wrong.
We were told if she made it to 3, we were lucky. If she made it to 7, we were lucky. If she made it to 9, we'd be lucky. We're on 10.
Yeah.
Like, if I have no more past, not that I'm being negative in this sense, but I have no more past today because her seizure takes her, because that will be what takes her. I know that God gave me every minute I deserved.
Yeah. Very true.
To give her the best life she deserved.
Yeah.
And that brings tears to my eyes, because I know that is like, I'm more happy that I had that time with her. I've had that time to bring her witness before God and every human being in the world and say, I didn't do it. There's no way I could have done this.
No.
Right.
I wasn't the one who made her walk. Yeah, I took her to every therapy appointment 3 days a week for months and years on end, but it wasn't me, because honestly she could have still said, I'm not doing it.
Yep.
My brain's still not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here and be like,
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. When God gifts you with a child like this, because it is a gift, and when He chooses to give you this gift, it is so special. There is so much joy there. But because of all of the joy and how special this gift is, you have to put up with all the struggles.
Yes.
But by bearing through those struggles and being there for this child, you get to see such joy, and you get to cherish every minute you have with this child. Because what people don't understand is that when you are given a gift like this, you see every minute as a blessing, not as a curse. You see every minute as a gift from God.
yeah.
And most parents miss that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the struggles. They don't have this kind of warring in their soul, because they see all the struggles of their child. They don't see that every minute is a blessing.
Right.
Every minute is a
That's true.
gift.
Very true.
And that's the thing that parents that are not blessed with a child with some type of special need, they don't always see. They don't get it.
Yeah.
That every minute you have with your child, whether they're special needs or not, every single minute is a gift from God.
Yeah.
And you need to cherish it.
Yeah.
And I think as a mom, one thing that I've learned is I'm sick and tired, and I'm going to tell you all, stop telling parents God must have chose you, because guess what? God could have chose you.
Yeah.
It's offensive to most parents to say, oh, you must be more special than someone else because God chose you. I'm not any more special than the guy who just got in a car wreck or the guy that got $1 million raise. there's,
Yeah.
I'm not any more special
No.
than anybody else. And I use that in this image because, yeah, getting in a wreck isn't a great thing. Getting $1 million is a great thing. Having a special needs child isn't always a great thing, and it's can be so $1 million rewarding.
Right.
So when we sit in two lines, that's where we sit, and we choose whether we're happy or we're gonna let it pull us to the ground.
Yeah. And people that have won the lottery would be the first to tell you that sometimes winning that $1 million was the worst thing that ever happened to them.
Very true.
And I have met people that being in a car accident was literally the best thing that ever happened to them. You know, I had a person that told me they were in a car accident, and because of the car accident, found out they had cancer. But they found it early enough to where they could operate, and they recovered.
Wow, what a blessing.
You know,
Yeah.
and so no matter what, you can find a blessing or you can find a curse in something good or something bad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all your perspective. And that's the thing that I've noticed from both of you today. You know, it's your perspective. It's keeping God front and center. And it's cherishing those moments, doing whatever you can to cherish the moments that you have with your children.
Right.
Well, and
And
I
what I
think-
was going to say earlier was, you know, I feel this opportunity, this moment, gives us the ammo to witness to others that may be or, you know, might not be going through this particular time in their lives that we've been able to endure, successful or not successful, we've been able to endure
Yeah.
and share with them that, hey, there's an end to this. You know, there's still peace to this, and don't give up. You know, continue moving forward. It's just take it step by step. And one of the things that I want to share when we were living in Colorado, there's this little climb that you can do out near Manitou Springs, and you just literally take step by step, because once you get to the top, you're out of breath, but it is very rewarding once you get there. The view that you get. And this is just our lives right now. We're just taking those step by step until that end game. You know, that
And
end
there's
game
times
is
you take
just
it backwards because you realize if you don't take it backwards, you're going to fall over and you're going to not succeed.
right.
And for myself, I guess, sorry, children's, you see, we have to do alarms for our kids because they have to have things on time. So, like for me, one of the hugest things that I've dealt with, and I think every special needs mom will deal with at some point, is loneliness. Feeling isolated and lonely.
Yeah.
Your family will isolate you, your friends will isolate you, but guess what? You've always got God on your side.
Yep.
And you find those people that are not going to isolate you. They may be other special needs moms that all they want is for you to text them when you're having a hard time, and they can text you back, okay babe, I get it, I'm there with you. Like,
Yeah.
because we as moms, we crave to talk to people. We crave to have people around us. That's our human nature.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to realize that your therapist for your child, not even saying anything but about therapy, can be that biggest blessing of communication and connection that you will ever find.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we're going to probably wrap this one up because there's some more that we want to be able to get into and find out, you know, from you guys. And so we're going to kind of wrap up this episode, you know, because I'm sure you guys could continue just going on and on about this because you've got a lot of experience with it.
Right.
And so we're going to wrap up this episode, but you know, I hope that you guys have seen the heart that they've shared, you know, of holding on to God, holding on to your faith, and believing that, you know, the trials that you're struggling through, whether you're a parent that just has a rebellious child, or you're like us and you've got, you know, a child with some type of a special need, cherish the moments you have, you know, because, you know, rebellious kids can be just as hard to deal with, you know, as some of the struggles we've faced.
And with Grace, we prayed over her. We've picked 2 songs in her whole life, and we have played them all the time over her. all the time. I believe that the song that Mandisa did with Overcomer was a huge impact into her life because it showed her in words that no matter what, you can become something greater than what's given to you.
Yeah.
Very true.
And so we're going to go ahead and wrap up because we want you guys to hear about, you know, kind of the struggles that Lisa has faced personally and how God has brought her personal experiences now and given her strength through that to help with Graceland. And so guys, I want to thank you again, and we'll see you next time.